You know what I mean? But I still told myself, I looked myself in the mirror when I was sleeping on that box spring for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not making no excuses because there's somebody sleeping outside right now. So how am I gonna complain about them sleeping on the inside? You know what I mean? So that's how I always thought ahead. You know, I used to read the Bible all the time. When I was sleeping on that box spring, I ain't had nothing in my house but books. I was so broke that it used to make me want to throw up. I was so broke, I almost sold the apartment complex refrigerator. You know what I mean? I was gonna sell their refrigerator. I had to get something. You know, when you're a hustler, you think you know you can get the money back, and that's how I always thought.
This is Franko Milan. Welcome to the Whole Flips Real Estate Podcast. I'm here with our guest, Keith, and my co-host, Chris Milan.
Hey, man, what's going on? What's going on, guys, man? We ready to just, shut it down today. We giving straight information. We're going to keep this thing raw and uncut. That's about it, man. So we ready to go.
Yeah, thank you, Keith, for being here, man. You know, in our podcast, I know we're really excited to have you here. I know you're busy running your business, your operation, and, you took some time out of your day to be here with us, man. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I mean, to be honest with you, me and Chris been going back and forth. We missed each other a couple times, but it was always a situation that I wanted to link up with you guys and just, and just connect, man, and just build a relationship, man. So that's all. That's just been the intentions from day one. I appreciate you guys for bringing me on here.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. We appreciate it. We're gonna dive right into it. What you think about that? We're gonna dive right into it. Tell us about yourself, man. Keith, I know about yourself, but tell us, your story, how what were you doing before real estate? What was it like doing real estate?
Yeah, man. So I'm actually, man, 28 years old. I live in Huntsville, Alabama. I've been in Alabama for exactly almost 11 years now. I'm just a guy from Dayton, Ohio, man. I grew up in Ohio, the West Side. Anybody know anything about that? It's straight street, it's straight hood. You either sell dope or you playing basketball. That's it. So for me to even be able to make it out, man, and end up trying to, end up going the college route, and that was special. You know what I mean? Then nobody in my family really go to college like that, man. I don't come from a family like that. My pops was a street cat. You know what I mean? Mom's was a hardworking lady, and I'm just really just blessed just to make it out of that place. I went to college when I was 18 by myself, moved all the way to the South. I knew I wasn't no guy that really wanted to go to college. I did it for my parents. Along the way, I went to college in 2009. Around like 2000 and maybe 11, I started working at this factory while I was in college, working like 12 to 16-hour shift, probably making like 60 grand a year. So I thought I was going to be the type of guy who was going to climb that, that factory ladder. Yeah. But quickly I found out like this is not what I want to do because my teachers only making $50,000 a year. I'm making 60. So while I'm in college, it didn't make sense to me. Yeah. So that was 2014. I really start, praying to God, what do you got for me in life? I know I'm not just supposed to be working at this factory. I know it's something else that's inside of me that I'm supposed to be doing. And it took 2 years for me to even figure that out. So 2016, at the very beginning, I told myself, if I'm going to be on Instagram, I'm going to follow all successful people. I unfollowed all the BS, all the bullshit, and I said, you know what? Let me follow successful people and see if I can pick up successful habits. And I found this guy named Nick Ruiz. He was talking about wholesaling at the time. I really didn't have too much money. He was saying, hey, no money down and you can make money. I said, that sounds like my lifestyle right there because right now I ain't got no money like that. So I got on the webinar with Nick. He was talking about wholesaling. I seen that you basically buying low, selling low. And I was like, you know what? I know I can do this. And I told my lady, my fiance now, I said, I know what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life. I want to do real estate. You know what I mean? I got into real estate 2016. I started learning in January, February. I was reading the book Flip. March came, bandit sign time. That's all I really did was bandit signs. I actually got some blank signs, and I was writing on the blank signs. We buy houses. Somebody ended up calling it at the end of April. I got my first deal for like $5,000. I JV with another wholesaler. I got $2,500. And that job I was working for 5 years or 4 years, I quit that job. Actually, it was 5 years because it was 2016. I quit that job after one deal. I put myself in the hole. I put my family in the hole, but guess what, man? It turned me to the biggest hustler that I ever can, I could ever be today. You know
Turn
what I
you into
mean?
a beast, man. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, that's very good
Right.
information. You dropped a lot of key things, man. For example, he's dropping a lot of gems, guys. For example, you said you were 18 and you knew you were going to college, right? You were working a job.
Yeah. I was doing both at the time. I was doing both.
What made you want to move, man, from your state to Ohio to
I'm
go
gonna
to
be honest with you, like all my friends were street cats, man. I really wanted to make it out, man. And then nobody in my family went to college. Not my mom, not my father, nobody went to college. So I said, I gotta break the generational curse. You know what I mean? I thought that going to college was the way to break that curse, but I didn't realize that, God had something else, for me at that time. I didn't understand that because I was so young. But now when I look back at it, it all makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. I guess, we as entrepreneurs, we always, I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs can relate to that what you
Yeah,
just said too, that when you were at that job and you just
yeah.
feel you don't belong there, man. You feel like you don't belong on that 9 to 5. It's just like a shitty.
Yeah.
I've been
I
there.
think one of the biggest mistakes people make that is working job. Ain't nothing wrong with working no job because you got to start from somewhere. But one thing I did key in on, if I'm working 12-hour shifts to 16-hour shifts for somebody else, imagine if I can put that type of work in for myself and how far I can really come. You know what I mean? And now that's how I was blessed to be able to make it to where I am today because I was willing to put in that same amount of work for myself.
I hear, man. That's definitely good. That's definitely very true. Yeah, putting that time into just working on yourself and keep moving. Creating that business you want to
Yes,
create and
sir.
focusing, man.
Yes,
Tell us,
sir.
tell us about your story, the $50 story, man. How was that? Like, living in your car, all that stuff.
Man, so what happened was this, man. So I'm gonna take it back to when I was in college.
Hmm.
So actually, I dropped out of college in 2014, right? So let's go back to 2016. So it's me, it's my fiance now, and I had just had my son, like just had my son. And you gotta think about it. I quit my job after my first deal. So you gotta think. I thought I was gonna continuously get deals week after week, month after month, but it didn't happen like that. But I put my family in a crazy position. My lady had to take a job an hour and a half away and had to move with my son. And I was stuck in this city trying to figure it out, but I didn't play with it. Every day I got up and I tried to hustle. I sold all my clothes, sold all the Gucci, sold all the Burberry, sold all the Louis Vuitton belts. Because guess what? That stuff don't matter. I never cherish anything I can get back. So all that stuff had to go. I'm back in square one. So I sold everything just to have gas money to make it to appointments. And eventually I ended up losing my car because I couldn't afford that no more because I didn't get no more deals until like August. Lost my car eventually. I held on to it for the rest of 2016, early 2017, lost the car. I thought that was the worst thing that ever can happen to me. It was devastating. I'm like, damn, I'm losing everything. I had a partner at the time, not my partner now, but I had another partner. He didn't really give up on me, but at some point you're gonna ask, like, man, is this really gonna work? So I couldn't blame people for saying, like, man, you dumb about this. You need to get a job. But you got to think about it. God put that vision in my mind. How can I put expectations on another person about a vision that God put into my head? So when I lost the car, I needed to do that. When I didn't get no deals, I needed that to happen because now my endurance start building up and I know how I feel to not have nothing. So when I had something, I could be so thankful for it. So I lost my car for a long time. I didn't have a car. I had to catch rental. I mean, not rental properties, but I was in rental cars for a long time. I had went into the dealership one day and I was trying to get a rental car for like 2-3 days. And they was like, man, we don't have any cars left, but we got this van right here, no windows on it besides the front. And they was just like, man, do anybody want this van $10 a day? I'm like, $10 a day? I need the van. Everybody else start laughing. I'm like, I need that van because now I'm pulling up to the properties looking like a contractor. So I took that van. I rode that van for like 2 months. Eventually, I had enough money to be able to get a Charger. I was riding in a Charger rental car. And at that time, man, I'm hustling, man. I'm trying to get deals every single day, man. I never look too far ahead. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make, man. You got to stay within that day, man. I did everything. I maximized every single day. I knocked on doors. I put out signs. 2, 3 in the morning, I'm putting out banner signs. Everybody else sleep. You know what I mean? I'm writing them letters. It wasn't no, I ain't know, I couldn't afford a direct mail company. We handwriting the letters because only thing I thought about, if I can get one deal, I put all my money back in, get another deal, put my money back in. Now I'm stacking it up now. And eventually I met my partner that I got now, and which was in 2017, we did like 40 to 45 deals then. 2018, we did 108 deals. 19, we probably did about $120, and here we go in 2020. It's on.
You're gonna kill it, man. That's very inspirational, man. It definitely even inspired me, the way that you came up, you know, the van. And it's a big, the best thing you could have ever done is not giving up.
Bro, I call Ubers to closings. I call Ubers to appointments. I didn't look at it like that. I'm thinking about when I got my chauffeur in my Rolls Royce one day. You know, when I'm sitting back in that Rolls Royce and the chauffeur driving. So when I was in that Uber, you know, some people would think like, oh man, I got to drive. Man, no, that's the chauffeur right now. I'm putting my mind to where I want everything to be in the future. So I never look down on myself.
Yeah, no, that's definitely good, man. The biggest thing inspirational too is biggest inspirational thing for me is the family you have, man. They stayed right next to you, and
yeah,
Beyonce, she believed in you, and
yeah, Ryder. She out there right now. She our transactional coordinator. She can actually get a realtor license, you know, right now, man. So she stayed down the whole time. You got to think about that. A 1-bedroom apartment at the time, no furniture. I had no table. You know, I had to sell my washing machine and dryer. At some point, I had to sell my bed. I slept on a box spring for like 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? But I still told myself, I looked myself in the mirror when I was sleeping on that box spring for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not making no excuses because there's somebody sleeping outside right now. So how am I gonna complain about them sleeping on the inside? You know what I mean? So that's how I always thought ahead. You know, I used to read the Bible all the time. When I was sleeping on that box spring, I ain't had nothing in my house but books. I was so broke that it used to make me want to throw up. I was so broke, I almost sold the apartment complex refrigerator. You know what I mean? I was going to sell their refrigerator. I had to get something. You know, when you a hustler, you think you know you can get the money back, and that's how I always thought.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. That definitely very inspirational. Very inspirational, guys. You know, so don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Keith is a very great story, and you know, keep going, keep moving forward. Keith, I got a question for you. The frustration you talked in the All In Guys podcast. How do you get over the frustration when you're comparing yourself with people who graduated from school? You know, they got the new cars, because we all go through that. Me as an entrepreneur went, and I'm sure we're not the only ones. How'd you get over that? Like, it could be so easy to say, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna get a 9 to 5. I'm gonna get myself a car, and I'm you know, not in the entrepreneur life anymore.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like where I'm from, when I went to college, it was a culture shock, and I talk to my father about this all the time. Because when I was in college, I was frustrated because parents was buying them cars. They was giving them money every week. And I was just sitting looking like, man, why my parents not doing this? So I got so mad at my parents because they didn't give me what these other people was doing. But as I got older, I realized they ain't had the type of heart I got. You know what I mean? They went no lying for real. So if you see the person who ain't blessed with all that, they gonna go get it even harder. So I had guys that graduated college. I didn't graduate college either. I dropped out of college. I had one of my partners, man, from Memphis. He graduated college. He said, man, I'm having a hard time, man. My parents gave me everything. You know what I mean? I'm not used to living like this. College over now. I got to be on my own. I'm an animal, man. I'm used to not having nothing. So now that mindset and that type of heart, this real estate easy to me. There's nothing. It's light work. It's the easy part. You know what I mean? Because as long as you work hard and you're willing to make the necessary changes, you always looking for the what I want to say, you always looking for the changes, then you're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? But to me, I got frustrated at my parents back when I was in college, but I'm thankful that I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? Because guess what? Just like it's saying First Peter, you're gonna build endurance. Just like it's saying in James, you're gonna build endurance.
Yeah, turn you to a beast, bro. Definitely very inspirational.
Exactly.
Did you ever have any doubts coming up, you know, saying, you know what, it's not for me. I'm, you know, real estate is not for me. Well, you're already in real estate. You know,
man,
you steal and you lost your car. Did you ever have any doubts and say, you know what, I quit?
Well, I have doubts, man. I was lost. Because you got to think about it. When you ain't graduated college, the mindset that I was in, I didn't graduate college. So I'm thinking that, damn, if you don't, and let's not leave this out. Not only did I not graduate college in 2015, I caught a case. So I'm thinking like, first of all, I didn't graduate college. Second of all, I didn't call a case. So now I was like, damn, is I'm ever going to get that dream job as real estate don't work out? So I put my back against the wall and say, it's going to work out. I ain't got no choice but it to work out. You know, if I seen people that was getting deals, that was making a lot of money, so that was enough proof for me. I was never that type of person like, damn, is it gonna happen for me? Because if I see one person get it, then I know I know it's possible for me. Because I believe that if God can bless somebody else, I know He's gonna bless me because I'm His child too. And I always thought like that.
That's amazing. That's what I was going to ask you. You know, what was the drive? But you saw other people making it happen.
Yeah,
So
man.
if they can't do it, I'm pretty sure I could.
Exactly, man. All the guys I was watching on YouTube, man, I'm speaking at events with them now. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to come from the basement. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem. Sometimes you got to start in the basement. You got to climb to the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw, man. Congrats on the.
I'm not. Yeah, man. I'm looking at, man. Listen, when I go to these events, I'm coming with the heat. Just like I spoke in Vegas at the 100K event. Yeah. I asked my guy Rob, out of all the speakers that was there, I got the highest rating because when I touch that stage, I'm coming with it. I'm not playing. I'm not just at an event because other people is there. Nah, that ain't talking about nothing. I'm trying to hit that stage. I'm trying to tell them what it really is, and people feel that energy. You know what I mean? Just like the one in San Antonio. It's a lot of guys gonna be there. My guy House Brian, Donovan Ruffin, Max Maxwell. You got the All In crew. You got Vanilla Ice. You got Quint. Man, listen, it's on. You know what I mean? We bringing it. We're not coming just to be there.
We're gonna make it happen, man. That's very good. Hopefully we'll see if we can go. Now let's jump into dive into your business, man. You know, a lot of people ask these questions. They didn't want to know these. That's a very inspirational story, guys. By the way, you know, re-listen to what he just said. A lot of gems there. Don't give up, guys. Very easy. I've came across a lot of people that say, you know what, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And some of them do quit, man. Some of them, I've met a lot of people that just ended up going back to what they were doing and they didn't keep trying. But guys, you will make it if you don't quit. You know, just keep trying. And get the right, mentorship, right guidance so you can succeed, guys.
I want to say this real quick. You can't be soft and have money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You got to be tough to have money. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that come with it. A lot of responsibility. You're going to take a lot of hits. I look at it like a boxing match. For you to get a knockout, sometimes you got to get hit in the chin just to knock somebody out. And that's how I look at this business every day.
Couldn't said any better, man. And tell us about your operation. When was the first time you hired somebody? How many deals did you have that you said, you know what, I can handle this? It's time to bring somebody on board. And who was it?
Man, I love that question, man. That's one of my favorite questions. All right, so this is how it went for us, right?
Yeah.
All right, so in 2018, it was just me and my partner Lenny. Shout out to my partner Lenny. Mm-hmm. It was me and him. All we did was direct mail. All we did was driving for dollars. And towards the end of the year, we start doing a little bit, I say middle to end, we start doing a little bit of RVMs, right?
Yeah.
But you got to think about this. We had no office. We had no podio. We had no team at the time. We did 108 deals at that time, and we did 1.5 million gross, with just 2 people. Now, you guys in the business right now, and we both know this, that's not normal. That's not normal. That's not easy. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like we could have probably did that again a second year with all the technology now, with all the different marketing channels now. We probably would have never done that again. Yeah. But the reality was, I could think back to April 2018, we did 152,000. I could think about in September 2018, we did 69,000. It was just me and my partner. October 2018, we did 145,000. So we was doing the $150, when it was just me and my partner. Now, at the end of 2018, too many leads were slipping through the cracks. We had just got polio at the end of the year. So you got to think about it. We had leads all over the place. We had to hire. We never just hired one person. We was way behind. We had to hire. We hired like 2 people. We actually had 3 people that was hired, 2 acquisitions, 1 transactional coordinator. Those was our first hires in our office. And we had got an office. Now, let me keep it a buck with y'all. Beginning of 2019, January, we lost 30K. I was supposed to speak at the Momentum event in Phoenix, where you guys is at, but I told them I'm not coming out there. I just lost $30,000. How am I gonna get on stage and speak to somebody and I just lost money? That's fake. That's the problem with the game right now. It's too many motherfuckers acting like they doing something. They not doing that. They get in front of people and they lead them the wrong way. I'm not getting in front of nobody if I just took a $30,000 loss. That means I need to recalibrate what I'm doing. So that was just how I went. The first quarter, we had to build it back up. We got to train our team. We got to hire people. We had to fire people. You know what I mean? It took to probably about the beginning of the end, I say the middle end of the second quarter, beginning of the third quarter, that's when we caught that groove again. It's frustrating. When you're doing it by yourself, if you and Chris is doing it, that's easy. But what about when y'all got to train the team? That's different.
It's different. It's a different level. That's a different level, man. Definitely. How'd you lose that money, and how long did it take you to recover and get your business back running successfully?
So we lost that money because basically we spent more money than we brought in. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. We spent the money on marketing, the office, the payroll and all that. We didn't have that many people, but at the same time, we were spending a lot of money on marketing and we wasn't getting that money back. So I say probably about April, that's when we recuperated and we got that groove back going. Around like April. That's when I'm like, okay, let's get back to what we was doing. You know what I mean? Because I don't care what nobody say. Building up a good team, that's the hardest thing that I ever encountered in this business. I don't care what nobody. That's just my experience. I mean, Frank, yours might be different. You and Chris's might be different. But I think that building a good team, that was tough for us, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man, you're dealing with people, man. I definitely feel what you're saying, because you got to train them like you perform. You want to make sure that you're taking care of everything, and sometimes they're just not performing. So I feel you. It's accountability, keeping them accountable. So yeah, that's one of the biggest.
And everything didn't turn around for us until we start hiring different. You know what I mean? We sat in our office one day. I wanted to move to Atlanta, Georgia. You know, Atlanta is one of our markets. I wanted to move to Atlanta because I'm like, damn, there's probably a lot of talent in Atlanta. And I sat back and thought. I told my partner, I said, you know what? If we want to hire some real animals, they not working. They working somewhere. The people that we looking for already got careers going on. I said, so we got to go take some. You know what I mean? If we want to hire some real killers, we got to go take them then. They already working. So the challenge was not just hiring somebody. Let's go take a motherfucker off their job. I'm not sure we can cuss on here. I apologize for that if we can't. Yeah, so I was just like, man, we got to go hire. So guess what? Went to the Mercedes-Benz dealership. Got one guy here in there right now. His name is Matt. 15 years in the car industry. A sales floor manager over like 18, 20 people at a time. Guess what? Pay him a nice salary, pay him that commission, get him from that job. He quit, grabbed all his stuff, grabbed his trophies and everything, salesman of the month trophies, and hey, let's go, man. We got something new for you. You know what I mean? And we presented a good opportunity. Listen, you get off at 9 o'clock every day. Once you get off at 5 o'clock, you say 4 hours a day. You do 4 times 6, that's 24 hours. You got your whole day with your family again. It's real simple math, and we're going to get you more leads. Guess what? When you get one person from the car industry, come on, man, he knows somebody. Yeah. Now I got another guy in there named Anthony. Worked at Audi for 6 years. Got another guy named Jonathan. Worked at Mercedes for 3 years. We're not just hiring anybody, man. I'm not just putting anybody in here. That takes too long to train people. I need the best of the best. If you want to run a multi-million-dollar operation, you got to have the best in here. And that's how we look at it, man.
Oh man, very good point. Very good key things. What you just said, man. So, how did that conversation go? How'd you get? Let's say this salesman Matt is doing really good at Mercedes-Benz. How did that go? Like how what made him want to move over to you?
You got to. It's kind of like talking to a seller. You got to touch the pain points. Okay. That's why you had to attack. You got to attack how much they working. You working at 9 p.m. I know you don't want to keep doing that. You got a family, man. You married. How would the wife feel if you was able to get off at 5 every day? How would your kids feel? Of course, they're going to say, man, that'd be great. And guess what I did when we was interviewing him? I sent a $40,000 check from that same day in his face and said, this is how we rocking over here. You know what I mean? And look him in the eyes.
Wolf of Wall Street type of style.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, listen, we don't do this shit like corporate America, man. We raw and uncut. My guy was in the interview. He told me straight up. He said, listen, I ain't got no college education. I've been in the car business since I was 18. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to work hard as hell every day, and I'm going to be there before everybody. And I'm going to close some deals. Listen, say no more then. I like that right there. You kept a G with me. I like that right there. So we hired him on. This man the first one in the office every single day. Every single day.
He loves it, man. You have a great culture. I've seen it on your Instagram, on the posts you make.
Yeah.
Hey, man, how many properties are you guys closing right now a month?
Man, I would say we're doing anywhere from anywhere realistically from 12 to probably about 18 a month. Realistically, it fluctuates from time to time. We keep KPIs of everything. Like we could be closing more if we didn't have like so many properties that go dead within the month. Then we'd probably be closing the average about 20, and that's what something that we're working on right now. My goal is, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Right now, currently, I'm not saying like in the future. Our goal right now, close 20 deals a month. For the markets that we in, $15,000 deal size, and we want to make 100,000 a month. So $15,000 times 20 deals, that's 300,000. So that's our goal right now. But right now, we're closing anywhere from 12 to 18. We're getting our deal size up right now because we're doing a lot of hotels, and we're doing a few flips. We're doing a lot of wholesaling, hotels, and a few flips. We wholesaling crazy right now, but we are wholesaling always going to be our number one strategy. But we are doing a lot of hotels because we got some private money going right now, and it's crazy. We don't put nothing down.
I got it. And that leads to the next questions. What are the top three, back to the KPIs, man? What are the top three KPIs that you were keeping track of that is definitely driving your business?
I would say, man, you got to go with, I would say this. And one of the three, I would say acquisition, scorecards. We keeping up with all our guys. So I would say acquisition. I'm gonna count that as one. The whole acquisition scorecard that we keeping up with. Number two, man, there's so many KPIs we keeping track of. Number two, I would say, what marketing channels is working. Like right now, like recently, cold calling is going ridiculous, and PPC, cold calling, PPC. So the marketing channels, we keeping up with those KPIs. How much money is we spending? How much money are we getting back after we spend something? That's the key KPI we're looking at. Another thing that we're looking at is really, like I just said, man, how many deals are really going dead, man? Like, what is it really looking like? Why is the deal going dead? And what was the projected profit of the deal that was going dead? So acquisition scorecards, all the dead properties, and what marketing channels is really working right now. So that's something that we keyed in. And of course, we got a whole bunch of more KPIs as well, too.
Yeah, definitely. The PPC, you keep, is that Google ads or is that Facebook ads? What type of ads?
Google. We're doing Google. I did Facebook ads. For my experience, we actually did it probably like a little bit over a year ago. At that time, man, we got a lot of retail leads. I mean,
even though
it's not really a bad thing. What's that?
Even though that it was that specific data that you pull, uploading it as what's it called, targeted audience, you were still getting audience. Retail.
Yeah, we was getting a lot of retail leads. But I wish if we were still doing it now, and we're not opposed to doing it again. But we just feel like PPC was giving us a way better return than Facebook. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Way better return, no question.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. It's just making sure that, I guess, in having the correct keywords and making sure that you're really targeting.
I say this real quick. PPC, we do PPC. We do cold calling, text blast, RVM, voice broadcast. We got a guy in our company. We pay him 20%, no salary. He only do bandit signs, neighborhood signs, and driving for dollars. We got a whole section in our Podio for just driving for dollars. Like, we got drivers all over the country that's putting in properties every single day. And we got to systematize everything down to the T. From when somebody put a property in, if the person don't answer, we can put something in our Podio, and it's going to send them an email and let them know, like, hey, we reached out to your potential customer and they didn't answer. We're going to reach out to them again. Everything is systematized. We closed out on $58,000 last month from driving for dollars and bandit signs and neighborhood signs. It could have been $78,000, but we got one of them getting ready to close next week. So you got to think about that, Frank. You're talking $78,000 in just bandit signs and neighborhood signs and driving for dollars. If you're a smart man, you know that's profit. That's so much profit right there. You know what I mean? We ain't even talking about cold calling, text blast, RVM, voice broadcast, and cold calling, and PPC.
PPC, man. And it's funny because you say PPC, there's no right way to do it, but you're definitely killing it. But, you know, you talk to some guys like, oh, I'm killing them Facebook ads. PPC doesn't work for me. It's just they must have the wrong person because you're.
Yeah, that's one of the most common things I've seen in this business, man. Like, you might say something working better for you, and it might not be working good for us. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know, one thing that we almost did, we almost lost our identity. We start going to so many different events, and we try to be like other people, you know what I mean, or do what they was doing, and we kind of lost our identity. Let's go back to when you asked me, how did we lose $30,000? That was one of the big key reasons, because we was going to so many events and try to be like other people, and we lost our identity, and we had to go back to the basics and say, hold on, what was working for us at the time for us to do the things we was doing? Once we got back to our identity and start being more logical about everything, that's when we start scaling up crazy.
Couldn't said it any better, man. We also, we went through, you know, you start listening to everything until you start maturing and actually maturing as a businessman or a businessman. You start learning, you start knowing, like, you know what? I can't be chasing every single thing. I might not be good in that, in the technology, you know, the PPC, the Facebook ads, but I'm killing it in cold calling. I'm gonna stick to this. So that's very key, what you just said, what you went through, how you lost 30,000, because I've seen a lot of people go through this too. And then they blame the person who they pay the mentorship for. They blame you because they say you took my money, now I can't make it, you know, because they're listening to all types of advices. And they always tell them, my listeners, my viewers, guys, stick to max 2 people and just do what they're doing, you know.
Man, listen to me, man. If I see somebody blaming somebody, that's letting me know you ain't no real hustler. Yeah. A real hustler always gonna take the blame. You know what I mean? Before I blame another person, I'll blame myself for even going to them. Before I even blame them for giving me the information that I thought that was wrong. You know what I mean? I can't never put somebody in 100% control of what they teaching me and what's gonna happen in my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta take responsibility, man. Like anytime I invest some money in something or invest my time, I understand it's a possibility that I might take a loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm okay with that though. A lot of people who just get into this business, they trying to be so perfect, they scared, they trying to dodge the losses. No, you need to run to the losses, because that way you can learn quickly and you can elevate quickly. You know what I mean?
As soon as possible. A lot of young guys, a lot of viewers a lot of them are young, you know, very young. So you guys have the ability to take those losses. So do it as soon as possible. He said something very key there too. Do it as soon as possible. Go through those losses so he can bounce right back up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's facts, man. That's 100% facts.
How do you keep such an amazing culture? We see it on Instagram. We see, you know, everybody's, you know, hitting the gong. You guys are killing it out there, man. People are flying into your operation, you know.
Man, you know what, bro? We just be, man, I just think that we so much being ourselves. Like if somebody ain't doing their job, like I talk to everybody differently. Everybody got a different personality. You know, you got some people who are red personality, some people blue, some people yellow, some people greens. I understand everybody that's in my camp. So I got one guy out there, I might have to go tell him, like, hey man, you bullshitting right now.
Yeah.
You need to get on your feet, man. You made 11, and it's true. You made 11,000 last month. You the salesman of the month, but you'll lose that trophy if you ain't going hard. Exactly. I might have to pull another person inside the office though, because they don't take it good in front of everybody. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you got to key in on your personnel. You know what I mean? And we meeting with them every Monday. We have WIMs, weekly evaluation meetings. I'm pulling out this bad boy right here, this scorecard, and we're gonna go over the whole scorecard every single week. So that way we can address the issues right then. We're not waiting to the end of the quarter or the end of the year and say, oh, you had a bad year. No. We're gonna address that every single week. You know what I mean? And then we're going on Tuesdays, we like to have our weekly meetings with the whole team. We got a book club going. I love the book club that we got going on. Like we just read a book. We had our book club review yesterday. Everybody was involved. Everybody participated. And that's how you change the culture. Everybody needs to bond together so that way that everybody move as one. We don't have drama here, man. Everybody having a great time here, man. You know, one of my guys, you know, his wife told me, like, thank you for giving me my husband back. He was working at that car lot, getting off at 9, but guess what? Now he's back in his household. That's what drives me. You know what I mean? I start getting in front of these people in here, I got way more discipline. That's when I got in the gym, because think about it. However the leader is and his habits, it's going to fall back on the whole rest of the camp, and I can't let him down.
Exactly, man. That's very inspirational. I've seen you, you know, hitting the gym every morning.
Yeah, man.
Or afternoon, I'm not sure, but you're hitting it. You're getting it in, man. That's you know, that's what
I lost 60 pounds, man, since June. Lost 60 pounds. And real quick, man, to go back on the team, we got an open environment. We ask them what's working, what's not working. You know, I want everybody's opinion. I'm not that type of person that say, oh, it's going to be this way and ain't no other way. No, what do y'all feel like is working and not working? They might say something that's not working and they present a solution, but 100% of the time we might not take that solution, but I at least want to let them have a voice. Sometimes we take the solution, sometimes we don't take it, but everybody deserves that voice so that way they can be heard and they can feel comfortable.
That's great, man. That's very open. That's what a leader's supposed to be. You're an example of a great leader, man.
And if I ain't do something right, I tell the team, man, you know what? That's my fault. I fucked up. I got to get better. And when they see that, it's different. You know what I mean? It's different. They look at you different.
Exactly, man. That's what a true leader does, man. You know, you're definitely killing it. You're doing everything right, man. You got a good operation.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Man, listen, I look at this I feel like I'm at the beginning, bro. I want this shit on a whole nother level, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't get satisfied. I don't get full from this. Yeah. I got like my mind's so crazy. Sometimes I can't go to sleep because I'm thinking about new ideas. And I know you know exactly what I'm talking about because there's too much opportunity right now. You know what I mean? I want to see, man, I honestly want to see everybody win, bro. Because I believe that if God can bless one person, he can bless me as well, man. I got an abundance mentality. I didn't always have that. I'll be seeing your line.
So sorry, guys, we got a little disconnected, but we're back live. Keith was dropping the fire of how do you have such great culture?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it? How do you keep that energy, man?
Man, I think I was leaving off at, I was saying how we got an open environment and everything like that, man. Mm-hmm. And that really, man, that helps it out a lot. You know, and we, you know, I think our book club, that's what helped it out a lot too, because, you know, we tell our team all the time, if we setting goals, you know, at the beginning of the year and we looking to hit the goals or hit all of our goals by January the 31st, then we can't be the same person that we was January the 1st, 2020. Then we got to be December 31st, 2020, when it's the end of the year. In the in-between time, we have to grow as people to be able to hit our goals. I can't say that I want 1,000 units by December 31st, being the same person that I am January the 8th right now. It's not going to happen. So we got to constantly educate ourselves and get better as far as being better people for us to be able to hit those goals. That's what the book club is for, man. You know, I'm big on reading. I'm a reader myself, man. I'm always reading something.
That's very good, man. And you know, you were smart. I'm not saying that were you a school person? Were you like a good grade type of student?
Man, I wasn't, man. I was just always been a hard worker. I never been the smartest person. You know what I mean? Never been. I just always was willing to go that extra mile because I understand is that the people who go the extra miles, it's less traffic. So I'm always willing to go the extra miles, man, because I understand that it is going to be less traffic. And I know a lot of people ain't willing to put it on the line like I am. You know what I mean? And that's why guys like us, you know, we make it so far because we're willing to put everything on the line. I'm risky. I'm real risky. Calculated risky, though.
Calculated risky. You learned, right? You learned. You got, you know, that's really great, man.
Yes, sir.
Book club. Any books you recommend for any of our viewers, listeners?
Man, so many books, man. Secrets to the Millionaire Mind, one of my favorite books. Of course, you got you got your Rich Dad, Poor Dads. What's some book? Profit First. That's one of my favorites. That's what I just got done reading. Profit First, man. Monster.
Is that Grant Cardone?
No, that's by this guy named Mike. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's talking about how to profit in your man. If you guys haven't read that yet, Frank, listen, man. Listen to me. If you looking to really know what your profit is and how to set your accounts up right, oh my gosh.
Check that one out, man.
Please do. You got to check it out. There's no way you guys don't check that out. Because you're going to come back to me and say, you know what, bro? Man, that's the best thing that you ever could have did for us, man. You know what I mean? Profit first, man.
Yeah, profit first. Because and that's good what you just said. Sometimes we just get stuck as entrepreneurs. We get stuck on the whole just want to listen to the story and the motivation. Yeah. We don't want to dig deep into like the, how can you call it, the technical book, the book.
Yeah. And I want to break this profit first down very quickly it's all about like allocating percentages to different bank accounts. You know, a lot of time you will have money coming into account and have expenses coming out that same account. So when you running your business like that, how you know what you're really making?
Yeah.
So what Profit First is teaching you is this: all the money need to hit the income account. Then you need to allocate the percentages to your Profit First account. You know, to your owner's compensation, to your operating expenses account, and then you got your tax account. You see what I'm saying? Like you got your different accounts, but you got to think about it. A lot of times we look at profit as something to be split. Profit is nothing to be split. You know what I mean? When you guys, when you and the brothers, when y'all split your profit up, that's owner's compensation.
Yeah, yeah.
Profit is something that should be paid quarterly. A lot of people hate paying taxes. What the book telling you is they're gonna teach you how to keep up with your taxes, pay them every quarter, and at the same time cut yourself a bonus every quarter. You ain't gonna get mad if you gotta pay $8,000 in taxes if you about to get a $10,000 bonus at the end of the quarter. You ain't gonna be mad.
That's really good, man.
That's what it's teaching you.
Financial literacy, that's very key.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't talk about this. You're actually one of the first things I've heard in the wholesale industry talk about this, man. You know?
Man, and honestly, bro, I'm not just trying to get money, man. I want to be a CEO. You know what I mean? I look at guys like, Jay-Z, P. Diddy. Those guys ain't just hustlers, man. Those guys are smart, man. They moving the money around. You know what I mean? Bill Gates ain't just trying to get money. He know how to move it around. I don't like the feeling of not knowing how much the profit really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Profit, man. I need to know how much we really making. You know what I mean? I need my taxes to be paid. I don't want to be running from taxes. I want to be able to handle it right away.
That's real key, man. That's real key because, again, making money is easy, right? Once you learn how to, but then keeping the money is a whole different thing that you got to learn. And
it's a whole different monster.
That's a whole different.
That's real talk, man.
So, what's next, man? What's next for Keith?
All right, so what's next, man? I know we getting ready to drop this acquisition course.
Yeah.
We dropping that probably January the 23rd. For the people who don't know, you can follow me IG Real Estate Diddy, DITTY. Facebook Keith Everett Jr. Man, listen, I go live all the time. I'm always talking to sellers. Do I got to? Hell no, I don't got to. I got a team in there. I do this to show people that we doing what we say we doing. I'm big on that, man. I don't believe. I understand that you can call me a guru or whatever, but listen, we in the field for real. I take that with pride. I don't play about that. I don't never want nobody to mistake like, oh, they just no. Don't get it twisted. We in the field. We get down and dirty. You know what I mean? So we got and just like y'all, we got the acquisition course coming on the 23rd. We got the next 2-day event, January the 31st, February the 1st. We're teaching people how to scale their businesses up. We constantly educating ourselves. We about to get into the multi-family game. Have we got educated on it yet? I haven't, but that's next on our list. We just started doing a lot of hotels. I'm gonna be honest with you, we were just wholesaling all last year until like late last year. We started wholesaling, and now I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's going down right now, man. I'm very pleased with what's going on right now.
Wholesaling is much better. You're having more success in wholesaling. It's a little bit.
Yes, sir. Because everything it's like any like I'm gonna tell you what's the wave this year like, and I'm sure with you being in Phoenix, you kind of already know this.
Yeah.
Taking down the properties, selling them to like Open Doors, Zillow, and OfferPad. That's the new wave right there. Yeah. So for who listening, if y'all ain't up on that wave yet, listen, that's the wave because they paying way higher.
Exactly. They're paying almost 90% to $1.
Man, like that's the wave. That's all, man. Listen, I'm looking at that profit. I need that cheese. Exactly. If you making $50,000 wholesale, why you ain't selling the OfferPad or somebody? Make you a good 80.
Exactly. You said something. Yeah. That wave is very good. And something you said there, make sure, guys, he said he's dropping a lot of, great info that sometimes, you don't hear these in some places.
Yeah.
So, guys, also make sure you build relationships with those big companies, It's not just, okay, what's in it for me? Build relationships, talk to the person of the company, and then, that way you're getting constant paid from them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's facts, man. So I would say, man, this year for people who've been in the game, man, master that private money. Make sure you be able to move when you need to move, stack your money up, be able to, so that way you can be able to reinvest that money, man, and just be paying attention. I said it at the beginning. you know, what makes us great is we always looking for the new thing. Like, we're not jumping at all new things, but when it makes sense, we're gonna go on the master so we can get it in. Like this year, you're gonna start seeing that. Remember that I told you that. A lot of people gonna start doing that. They're gonna start taking down the properties, they sell them to these larger corporations. Watch what I tell you.
I hear,
I'm
man.
telling you.
Adapt. Yeah, you gotta adapt. Definitely. I
Yes,
think
sir.
quickly, man. You know, market saturated, more competition. Things are changing very quickly.
Yeah.
So, Keith,
Yes, sir.
you know, it's a pleasure. Make sure you guys follow Keith on all his social media platforms. I'm gonna include in the description.
Yes, sir.
It was a pleasure having you here, man. We really enjoyed it. You dropped the heat, man. You dropped a lot of
Mm.
knowledge, bro. Guys,
I
make sure you
appreciate
follow.
that. Hey man, I'm looking forward to it, man. And you can tell Chris as well, man. Next time I come out, bro, we got to go to dinner or something, bro.
Let's make it
You
happen,
know,
man.
I mean, we gotta hit the what's my spot in AZ? The Roku, man, the sushi Roku.
Yeah, that's like good
Man,
stuff.
Old Town. I know how Old Town get on Friday and Saturday nights, man. You know what I
Oh,
mean? I like what's going on out there. You know what I mean? So, you know, we got to get up, man. You know, I like going to Maestros and everything too. So, you know, I'm looking forward to getting with you guys on the serious note. I might be back out there maybe like around like maybe March. I think we might be back out there in March.
we're gonna connect in March, man. We're gonna have
Yes, sir.
steak, you know, go have some fun, bro.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
But all right, Keith, thanks a lot for your time, man. I appreciate it. You know,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
and keep killing it, man. Keep
Hey,
killing
man, I appreciate you guys, man, because at the end of the day, you guys didn't have to reach out. I tell people that all the time, man. It's too many people out here doing their thing. So I just want to just let you guys know, I really appreciate you guys. I wish you guys the best of luck. You guys keep killing it. And, hey, man, looking forward to connecting for sure.
Likewise, man. I really
Yes,
appreciate it.
sir.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Keith.
no problem, man. Y'all have a good day, man.
You too.
All right,
Thanks.
no problem. All right, now.